What's up, guys? It's me, Trevon, the 6-year cryptocurrency veteran, back for another week of helping you guide yourself through the crypto markets. Please bear with me while I get the stream set up, get my thumbnail, everything, all that right. If you have a like button, well, you have a free like button. I gave you a free like button. Just pick it up. Pick up your like buttons. They're in the front of your screen. Be right back. What's up, chat? Shout out to the band. Talk to him, Barry. Got Barry on the synth. Break it down. What's up, chat? We got Buff on the beat. What up? Cryptomance. NasHex.com. One more leg down. I mean, that's what I'm thinking ultimately. D-Bro. Pump my bag, McGizzle. What up, Cord? All right, thanks. I gotta give the band a name. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Good morning, guys. It's time for another wonderful week. Cryptocurrencies. Intangible coins. Who we got in here? We got Pulse Orca, Mango Junkie. You always seem to be the topic of conversation and the topic of the discussion. Base Cat. What up, McGizzle? DeFi Dior, Eddie Ross, August finna go crazy. I can see that. It's the beginning of the month. I need a button for that first of the month. Fuck it, we'll do it live. All right. I need my channel, bro. Go ahead and take them off, Thugs. It's all good. It's a video for y'all, bro. Southern Bittail. All right, any thoughts? How you guys feeling, man? Hex up, Bitcoin up, what? Down? Barry on the synth. The freak show of risk is live. Where your magic money? I don't know what you're talking about. Ron Burgundy on the flute. All right. As always, when you find your like button, your free like button, make sure you pick it up. All right, guys. Let's jump into it. Oh, hi, Morka. Hi, guys. What's up? What's going on? Oh, this is for me. If you are currently a member or a subscriber, leave a comment under this post with your Ethereum address. No exchanges. There could be a gasless more airdrop soon. So if you are a subscriber, go ahead, find this post on my channel and leave a comment. It should put a word so it won't get picked up as spam. So put a comment, a real comment, and leave your Ethereum address. No private keys, guys. Jesus. Guys, please do not post your private key. No secret. Don't do any of that ever. But you guys aren't stupid. So we got a good chunk of comments. Definitely if you're a member. Definitely if you're a member. I need all of them. I don't want to miss any members. Yeah. That's that. And let's jump into some charts right after this. You gotta stretch, guys. Make sure you guys stretch. I've been sitting here for like an hour already, so y'all just see me pop up. Oh, he live. You don't know I've been sitting here for an hour. Maybe not an hour. Maybe like 30 minutes. Still. Stretch your back. If you're at work, get up. If your boss says something, hey, say, fuck off, man. I'm getting my body right. I'm gonna stretch my back. My health is at play here. What's this, Bitcoin? Bitcoin looking good on the hourly. All right, stop it, man. We got some breaking news here. Bitcoin having a bit of a bounce here on the hourly. Man, I wish I had like a transition. Breaking news. I need more buttons. Let's see. All right, Bitcoin looking good. Let's take this auto off. I mean, that's on the hourly though. Let's get back. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Let's not go down that rabbit hole, guys. Let's not do that. We don't want to be looking at the low time frames. We chilling. Good bounce though. It's still, Still a good bounce off of the 13. Now, does it, you know, keep going parabolic? Because we can tell it's starting to go, as of now, it's starting to like make parabolic lows. See what I'm saying? So is it going to hold this trend? It could. But how likely is that? You know? Like if it goes up again, what it's gonna do? It's gonna go to like right here. And then is it gonna hold it again? Probably not. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. Like, it could just keep on and going straight to 28,000. Like I said, I would be very surprised if it did that. It could, because that's Bitcoin, man. It's going to do the opposite of what you feel is most likely. So, yeah. It looks like it's stalling out here, but we got to see how the day closes. It's just, what, 10 p.m.? So it's a lot of time left in this candle. 9 hours, 10 hours. So it could go back down here, or it could, if it gets to back where it was yesterday, that's very bullish, I would say. But be careful. But if it gets back up to here by the end of today, that's what it needs to do, you know, and ultimately get above 24. I mean, but that can't be it though. It's got to go to like 25 something to not break this trend, you know. It's got to go like straight. It's got to go straight to 25 to keep this trend going. Because if it ticks over tomorrow and it's right here, I mean, within the next 24 hours, you know, it's got to get away from this, or it's going to crack it and then roll over to here, most likely. But the good news about all of this is there's a lot of support. Good bit. Got this one now. This one, this one, this one. And then this one is where it gets scary. And I do think we could come back down here. But I don't think we're gonna make a new low. And if we do, it's fine. Triple's gonna be really, really cheap. So I mean, it's right where I was, you know, not too long ago. So it's like, if you survive that, I don't think a lot of people survived this dip. I think a lot of people went down a lot and sold way before then. And I think a lot of people are waiting to buy lower. What do y'all think? Do y'all think people are waiting to buy lower? Like when I say lower, I mean like crypto under 17,000, 16,000. Do you think people are waiting to buy lower? In here, that's what I felt like. You know, I was like, yeah, I got time. I mean, I still feel like I got time, because I think as long as I don't chase it, because last bull run, Bitcoin went all the way. I'm talking about this move right here, from here all the way to here. And then I remember over in here, alts were still, I don't know, somewhere in this area, alts were still as cheap as they were back here. Even though it went all the way up here, did all of this, you still, if you got in after COVID, you pretty much got the same prices. So I can sit and watch this thing go all the way and still have confidence that it's gonna roll over, you know, and make a double bottom. The whole market. That's just how I see. Well, that's what I've experienced and seen on the charts. So yeah. That's pretty much Bitcoin. What's up, chat? Catch up. They're waiting. I try not to give like a persuasive question, like ask it in a way that makes you try to say what I think. But, you know, yeah, that's what I think too. People are waiting for it to go lower. I went to see my granddad yesterday, and I looked at the window. He was outside. I looked at the window. He was looking at his portfolio. That's when I knew we were at the top. I said, yo, it's probably about the top, right? It's you looking at your portfolio go up. You like, dog, this stuff been going up. So that's how I kind of felt yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be an ugly candle. What up, Viddy Mine? Can catch up. Dogging? Nah, I mean, I looked at the website. I see it's like a little small project. So you might as well just jump on this. You know? Yuli said, no more laugh button. Sorry. I feel like it's a late night TV show. It's different. And I can't help myself. And I'm growing with the button. Oh yeah, this is very interesting. Cues, change, and events. Just an epic meme. What does this mean? I guess we're just gonna have to stay tuned. Airdrop to randoms versus knowing the username of all your holders. That is huge. It's kind of like a pseudo KYC. You know? So we'll see. See what new developments come of that. Also, there's been a hard fork of the More code base. Their supply has been reduced to 21,000,001 tokens. Very high-tech stuff going on here. You can see the contract code starts with 0x beef by the grace of God, because we are starting a beef with Bitcoin, and that is fucking crazy. Yo, that it starts with beef. But anyway, 21 million, I think this was a genius move. I mean, if you really want to punch up at Bitcoin, you might as well clone its supply and add one coin. So tokens are sitting in the IA, which is the initial address. 100% of the holdings are sitting there. Let's see what happens with all 21 million coins. We just skip to the end of the inflation, and then we go backwards. Let's see. Let's look at see what else is going on here. It's like, I know some people hate the like buttons, but I see more people that's cool with it. People aren't that disciplined. Yeah. Yeah, I remember waiting for lower, wanting to wait for lower, but I was like, I should probably be buying here. That's what I was saying the whole time. Should probably be buying here. Literally on the members. I would say that shit, and then I would go downstairs and I would sit and chill. Just sit and not do nothing. Forgot what coins I was gonna buy, not thinking about crypto at all. So that's the tough part about buying crypto in a bear market. It's more than just the charts. You gotta actually do it. I mean, I bought some stuff though, but nah, I didn't buy too much. I FOMO on this right here, because that's what I did last time and it worked out fine. I just doodle in crypto through all this, and then it's something crazy happens and it grinds up. And right in here, this is where I'm like, okay, I feel it. That's what happened last time, because it's like, well, shit, the halving's coming, so it's not gonna go down. It's like obvious. So I'm just waiting for that using the and I'm following the stock to Po. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to watch this daily, but you know, you look at this every couple of weeks, you can get a sense of where you are in the market just by the colors. I don't use the actual stock to flow line. That's been I guess invalidated. I mean, it did go above it here. It just didn't go as high. All right, let's see what's going the highest. Let's see. Lisk. Man, I just got this funny feeling about Lisk, man. Just because I don't know. It has smart contracts, but I think it's going to be hard to get people to download a new wallet. That's the uphill climb of these other coins. XTZ, you know, we can change this. I mean, I'm not really watching these, but this is a really pretty uptrend, isn't it? You know, so maybe take some profits, you know, at the top of the thing. And we'll see if this holds. SHIB, same thing. Is Phantom gonna push through? You know, it was bouncing between and it just stopped. It's stuck up here. Some more. Yeah, Algorand. This is a coin that I don't have. Like, I have a goal to like own all the coins. Like all of the coins that just don't go away, have some of them. It's been a pretty good way to go. So I don't have Algorand. But and it's down. It's like, dude, go buy the shit. What the fuck? It's down at the lows. Yeah, but I gotta go down, do the shit. It's like decide. There's no rush. Whoa, now Ethereum Classic, that's a big difference than everything else. Way different, but it's up there, so I would not buy this. And I'm telling you that as a holder of Ethereum Classic. It's powerful. I don't have that much though. So yeah, that's a crazy run. BNB. Yeah, man, we're up there, coming into resistance. I think we should chill out. Like, I wouldn't be buying anything here. You know, you missed out on look at how long this trend has been going. So, it's just how I feel. But hey, it could just go straight through this and not even not really, but yeah, it could bounce from here and go straight through this, you know. And where's Hex at? Hex must be down. Solana. Man, I ain't even looking at chat, my bad. Let's take a break here. My bad. Take a coffee break so I can catch up with my chat. Reminder, you have free like buttons. Don't forget them. Anticipation money from the CHIPS Act is coming into crypto. NASDAQ also. Return of the FOMO with our global news. Feder quoted you in his interview with Hexo. Oh shit. I'm not friends with any I'm not friends with anybody. But I get you. You mean you forgot Hexo don't like me. That's what you meant. I never. What up, Drew Davis? Run isn't sustainable. Right, yeah, like there's no reason for it to keep going up. I'm with you there. What up, Rick? How do you get the more tokens? It's a gasless airdrop. It would be a gasless airdrop if it happened, probably. What's up, Hexagon Papa? Know your holders. Yeah, imagine that though. All the founders or the initial, airdrop recipients, they're kind of doxxed. I don't think that's ever been done before. So, and I mean docs, like, you're on Etherscan, you can type in, you can set an address for something. So I can sign in and make the name of this be, fucking Cryptomats or Candace. So I can see who sold. Yeah, break it down. It's a twist. Who in here sacked for Pulse and Pulse X? Everybody. Who did it? Who in here ain't waiting on PulseChain? Come on now, man. What up, Mr. Black? Got 100K more Hex yesterday. Yeah, we're about to talk about that. Yes, free like buttons. Incredible. All right, let's get back to it. All right. Everything's back. Hex. Yeah, let's talk about Hex. USDC. All right, so Hex had a good run, but it didn't hit that swing high. Hasn't hit it yet. And it's okay. It tried. I mean, it still could. Let's see what Bitcoin does. Pulling back versus Bitcoin. Yeah, Hex isn't looking good. Hex was going though. So yeah, if this right here, so it's got some support. Let's see. I was trying to be, it's actually way down here, and then this one right here, that is, the 13. See if this holds. If not, this, I don't think we're gonna go much. That's what I was gonna say when he said I bought 100K Hex yesterday. I was gonna say I'm gonna buy some under 4 cents. Because even if it goes back all the way down to 4, that's still a higher low. It would have to go all the way down to 3.1 and break it before I'm like, oh fuck, we're going lower. And then I'm probably wrong because it'll be a double bottom. So it's just a waiting game, you know. Now just wait, see how it plays out. Same thing for Bitcoin. It's just I'm just projecting it different because it's Hex. I like Hex more, you know, so I'm projecting it different, but it's really the same chart for the most part. You know, a little bit down, a little bit up. It's pulling back. It's just Hex look more steady from here. Versus ETH. No. Should I stake more Hex now or wait for a post launch? Depends on how much, man. For how long? What up, Max Store? Fuse Network? Never heard of it. That's interesting. Fuse Network. I just said I never heard of it. I didn't choose to look into it. Let's look into it. Let's see what Fuse Network is. I guess it was the name. I gotta get used to this UI. Here. If it's not, it looks like it's not on Ethereum, is it? Where the APY at? Those validators. Yeah, so this looks like it's on its own thing. You know, it looks a little bit too viral already for me. Looks a little bit too finished. No speculation. Metis DAO. All right, we're getting some people suggesting some tokens. What's up, Big GZ? What up, Level 3? What up, Gula? Sync, MRI. Y'all be letting the chat catch up, must be. CHZ. Yo, all of them, I'm gonna say the same thing probably. Especially something like CHZ, it's old, man. CHZ? Is that what? Yeah. Well, shit, it's 72? This thing been just like, isn't this on, it looks like something on Tron. It looks like Tron. I don't know, man. Like, this looks like something that would be big outside of the US. Like, all that stuff on Tron. You know, because Tron is number 3 in TVL, total TVL. Did y'all know that? But you would never know unless you go look it up. Like this. Ethereum, BSC, Tron. Before AVAX, Solana, Polygon, Crow, Phantom. All of your favorites. Kind of deep. With 10 protocols on it. It's interesting as fuck. Where was I? I mean, that's pretty much it, man. I ain't gonna front. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to watch that part 2 Cause I ain't seen part 2 of Kitco yet. I saved it for y'all. See what I mean? What up, Skoda? Appreciate the membership, bro. Oh yeah, don't forget this. Let's go, Kitco, Richard Hart. Part 2. Part dibs. For sure.
Let's move on to part 2 of our interview now.
Oh, I got to put on headphones. Dork look incoming. All right, where we at?
So in part...
Bro, I don't hear nothing. All right, let's watch this. Rex, I'm good. I need my I'm out button, but we'll go with this one.
Really, nigga?
Yeah, I'm about to watch it now. What up, David? How you would look for new projects in the bear market? I would say the best way, honestly, is get into a community that knows kind of what's good and what's, and that's how you find them. People just shilling them in Telegrams and Discords, YouTube. Look into it and see if it looks legit. Like, you gotta be a good judge though. You gotta know what looks like and that just gonna come from being in crypto. Right, this right here, it looks like something from Tron. Like, it looks like it's probably legit, but it's like one of those things that just doesn't go up. It just stays alive. Like, it's just doing its thing. Then you have some that you can be like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a banger. And then some things it's like a scam. All right, let's check it out.
2, Richard, I'd like to discuss with you.
Why can't I hear? Headset. Oh, it's muted. The hell?
Detail and talk about some of the major events that have happened in the crypto space this year. We're currently in what some
and this is other one. I should probably watch that one first. This is one of this dude calling Hex a scam. I kind of wanted to watch that one and see what he said. I don't know what the video is called. It's a black dude on the thumbnail. That'll make it easy to find. There's not many of those. There's not many black people doing crypto. Yeah, I see. So, y'all probably know which one I'm talking about. Part 2 is better than the first part. Where he's on the ropes? Oh, man. Can I hit the big connect? I took it off. I need to... Maybe I can hook up 2 of these. I want to have like 50 of them. Maybe somebody will post in the Discord. If y'all know what video I'm talking about, post in the Discord.
Crypto winter. Let's talk about Luna Terra.
It's a video of a black dude. I think he had on a red shirt, and he was saying Hex is a scam. And I was like, I'm gonna watch that and react to it because it was getting people all bent up.
So Terra destabilized. It's an algo stable coin. It got destabilized early in the year. Luna, the coin backing Terra, completely plummeted to 0. Now Bitcoin launched Terra 2.0. But Terra Classic, that plummeted to basically 0. And overnight, might I add, overnight. So one of the issues is that no supply cap basically had to be inflated to infinity to prop up the stable coin that it's supposed to be backing. Of course, it failed to do that. That's why both collapsed. Let's talk about what happened there.
Sure. So reflexivity is this property where when a thing goes one way, it wants to go that way even more. It's like a cascade. And so in crypto, when the price goes up, people want to buy more. And then the price goes up, so they want to buy more.
How come he did that in the first one when he asked him something? He was like, it's not. And then he said something, and it kind of was like, it would have been way easier. He would just say, yeah, it is.
So they want to buy more. And then it gets punched in the nose hard enough. So for instance, this.
All right. Looks like people don't want to watch this. Let me see if they can find that. We can find that. That what's name? Matter of fact, they posted it. It was in the Discord where I saw it. Let me see. Y'all be in there though, man. Let's see if I can dig it up. I think it was Discord where I saw it at. Well, we can listen to this for
Vitalik and the Ethereum Foundation sold the top, dumped on your head at 5K, and murdered the price at 5K, like they did last cycle as well. And price went down. And when the price goes down, people want to sell. And so the price goes down, the people want to sell. And then you get the forced sellers who have to sell because they took loans and now their collateral isn't worth anything anymore. So they have to get liquidated. And then they're like, oh, haha, liquidation exists. I never thought that this stuff could go down. And so 3R's Capital gets liquidated and Celsius is bankrupt. And these other lenders have gone bankrupt because their worldview just didn't understand that, yes, this stuff goes down. My worldview, I've been here so long, I've seen it drop 85% over and over and over again. I know this stuff goes down. It's okay. It's in the game. It's an opportunity. So with Luna, it had this extra parameter which enhanced reflexivity, which was the higher the price went, the lower the supply would be. But the lower the price went, the higher the supply would be. Yes. And so it amplified your upside and amplified your downside. Now, this particular parameter got some otherwise seasoned crypto people.
Which I'd rather watch, this or me react to this why Hex is a scam and will collapse. How many views I got?
Hey guys, what's up? Great BTC here, and in this video we are looking into Hex.
Yeah, we're gonna watch this. I got 57 likes on my comment. Great reaction. All right.
Yeah, the most important video that you guys have been waiting for years.
Is he gonna? Is it like he gonna say it's not a scam though? Like one of those, it's a scam, but he really talking about how it's legit.
Oh, great! Can you talk about Hex? And Hex, it's hot. Everybody talking about Hex, one of the most popular projects in crypto. Hex, and now finally I'm talking about it. So I will go on Hex's website, and together we're going to analyze. That is the first thing that it says on the website. Okay, and there are some sub-bullet points. It says the first blockchain certificate of deposit, high returns, no minimum, and decentralized design. 400,000 wallet already on Hex. 400,000 wallet.
It goes full R.
Over 400,000. So far, the Hex price went up 9,000%.
Let's educate them.
In 9,000x in under 2 years. Not 9,000%, but 9,000x. Woo! Wow, that's hard. I love it. I love it. Okay, so here are more metrics. The Hex price went up, and you can check it out. It's in coin market cap, and here according to nomics and market dominance. So according to so here's the thing. It says Hex has gone up so far, in price, market cap, market rank, and market dominance, basically. And these are more metrics about Hex. How many stakers? It has 83,000 stakers, and it has a total value locked of $7 billion locked in Hex. Okay, and this is Hex day 825, and this is quite interesting. Okay, so it's going on here, says Hex is special.
I want to hear him go off.
Hex for a fixed time. You have to defend yourself that you're not a scammer. To me, you are probably more likely a scam.
Okay,
just like if I have. So
no, here's what that is, some misinformation, because I actually have never seen a scam say it's a scam. I've never seen that before. I've only seen them act like they're not a scam. I never went to a site and it says this is not a scam, and it wasn't actually something trying to be something. Like P3D, the only ones that have ever done that theme, like this is not a scam. Like P3D did it hard. Like, well, they actually called it a scam. But I don't think I've ever seen anything say we are not a scam. I think I've ever seen that before. And a lot of people say that, if it say it's not a scam, it must be a scam. No, it must not be a scam, because usually no one says that at all, period. Even the scams don't say that. So.
Rule number 1, if you have to defend yourself that you're not a scammer, to me, you are probably more likely a scam.
If you have to defend yourself. So if I'm not a scammer, then what am I supposed to do? Just let you call me a scammer? What?
Just like if I have...
Let me get shirt dirty.
If someone have to go... Imagine if I make a video, or I go on my... I have a website, right? And you go to my website, and the first thing I have to say is man. And the subheading should say, why Gray is not a girl. Why would you think about that? If I have, why would you think about that?
His name is Gray.
If I have to convince you that I'm a guy, not a girl, then I don't know what kind of judgment you would make of it.
Okay, so let's really think about that. If I went to your website and you said I am not a girl, I mean, it depends on what you look like. You know what I'm saying?
But to me, that already...
If you look like a girl and you would say, I'm not a girl, I would say, oh, okay, I get it. You just look like a girl. You just want to get that out of the way. I remember I was little, people used to think I was a girl. I had braids. Before I had hair on my face and stuff, they were like, you a girl. I'm like, I'm not a girl. You know what I'm saying? So...
He's suspicious. I wouldn't...
So, yeah.
Even want to think further about it. Anyway, let's move along.
Yeah.
So still worried? Choose your concern. Too late, too complex, too risky, too scared to buy, too expensive. ERC20 standard.
I mean, on the real, does the hex.com site do that? Damn, that's dope. That's where you kind of get comfortable and you don't really feel like you need to go.
Hex itself, it's not real. So they're trying to address all the things that we talked about, and they have narratives of why Hex is not a scam. So they say, is this a scam? They're asking you a question. Banks a scam? If you think Hex is a scam, then maybe banks are also, because banks are doing the same thing. That's what Hex is saying. What about crypto? And what?
Hold on, can you click on those? It looks like you can click on them. Oh, okay. Yeah. It don't close when I click it though. Yeah, that's dope.
What about Bitcoin? So now these are comparisons. right, of
Yeah,
Hex
it's
to
just different.
other things that exist out there. So they have a comparison. I saw a
Right,
comparison.
like if a person went through all of that to prove that they are not a scam, like if I was a scam, would I be saying, no, check it out? You know what I'm saying? Like some people do scam like that, but I'm saying on the internet, when you can dig up information, and would you want to put them on a cookie trail? Like, he's like, no, like, look, like it's giving you a hella information on why it's not a scam. You see what I'm saying? Like,
okay, first of all, read
It's just
about
interesting.
how Hex works. If you already understand Bitcoin, Hex is a better Bitcoin. Guys, this is ridiculous. Okay, this is when it starts becoming a lot more interesting, right?
yo, people put too many physical ideas on crypto, when at the end of the day, it's all just spreadsheets. It's just spreadsheets. When you break it all down, it's just spreadsheets. So he can say and make the argument that Hex is a better Bitcoin. He can make that argument. Just like anybody can with a cryptocurrency, because it's the same thing. It's just little bits of differences. Like, so if you can't, that right there is an IQ test in itself, because it's like, well, I mean, yeah, I can see how you could say that.
So here's a comparison of Hex and Bitcoin, and here's how it goes. They're comparing the inflation rate of Bitcoin
And like, I'm not trying to defend, like, you know, I mean, I am defending it, but I'll call out where if he says something that I agree with, I'll say the same. But
so they say Bitcoin
Bitcoin
inflated from 0 BTC to more than 18,000 BTC over
Million.
12 years, with high inflation earlier on. Inflation is paid to miners securing the network. Few recognize that Bitcoin's price went up faster when it was a younger network with a high inflation rate, because multiplying user count matters more. Is delayed. Create a website and put information like this publicly. Somebody can go out. This is now, it's worrying. The fact that somebody can go out, make a project, create a website and put information like this publicly. Because you might ask, the question to ask might be like, okay, why is Richard Hart not in jail right now? Why hasn't the SEC come for him? Maybe one of the reasons is that he's literally honest about the whole thing. But the comparison of Bitcoin and Hex is horribly wrong. However, the lies are there on the website. You can see it yourself. So imagine someone is comparing Hex to Bitcoin. Number one, guys.
Okay, we don't have to imagine. Someone did it. Now, expound upon that.
ERC20 token on Ethereum. Bitcoin is a whole blockchain. You can't even compare the two just fundamentally based on that, right?
I mean, that's the only thing I would say is, yeah, Bitcoin is a blockchain, Hex isn't a blockchain. But if we're talking about making money, nigga, like, it's the same thing. The only reason Hex doesn't work like that is because it doesn't need miners. Bitcoin doesn't even need miners. That's the only reason you have that shit, is the mining. It could just be proof of stake. It's like the mining aspect of it is kind of unnecessary.
At the same time, you're talking about the inflation rate. But if you think about, Hex failed at the beginning. When it launched, it pretty much crashed, and then they started they started taking coins out of circulation to sort of pump the price.
Now it's crazy because he's talking about making up stuff, that you could just make stuff up, right? But that's literally what he's doing. He's just making up shit. They started burning coins.
ERC20 token on Ethereum. Bitcoin is a whole blockchain. You can't even compare the two just fundamentally based on that, right?
I give you that you can't compare them on that, but Hex is a better Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? It's not talking about mining. It's talking about the inflation. So, yeah, let's see what else the site says.
5 year on average. Okay. You're talking about the inflation rate, but if
hold on, right? I want to hear the other part.
And at the same time, an ERC20 token on Ethereum, Bitcoin is based on that, right? And at the same time, you're talking about the inflation rate, but if you think about, Hex failed at the beginning. When it launched, it pretty much crashed, and then they started burning. They started taking coins out of security.
No, the price went down. And then more coins came onto market. I mean, we could probably go see that. If we go to the beginning by clicking this, let's see. Okay, that's the beginning. December, yep, this is the beginning. I saw a tweet today that said this is the first stake. So by day 3, there were circulating supply. Let's find total supply. There were 3 billion. That inflated from 3 billion. No, it deflated 3 billion to 1 to 9. I mean, he's saying he's right. Yeah, the coins burn because that's the mechanism when you stake. So as coins were getting staked, they were getting burned. That's how it works. Let's see, 3. Okay, hold up. Minted inflation. 3, 5, no, yeah, going up. Yeah, up 17 billion. I'm right. 30. The total supply is going up, but they're burning. Let me see, staked. Yeah. All the coins were staked. So it's actually the reverse of what he said, because over time, more coins came onto market than way fewer. Because this is at like 10 now. So it's more coins in circulation now than ever, I think. Let's see. Yeah. 580 billion coins circulating. So yeah, that's false. I mean, all you gotta do is just look at the data, man. It's on chain. You don't have to speculate. You can just come here and see that actually the amount of staked coins, the percentage went down. So yeah, it should have just went down the whole time, but it didn't. It didn't. That's just the fact. Down, 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 down. Until 9, it's been there. So really, yeah, this guy's, he doesn't know.
To sort of pump the price.
Even though he's kind of right, because yeah, staking burns the coins, but they come back when they're unstaked. He was right on that, but that's not what he's trying to say.
And one of the things that happened, or at least how Hex work, for those of you who don't understand, it's all about locking up your coins for a long time. So they force you to lock these coins up.
They don't force you to. 90% of them ain't staked. We just saw that.
In like longer term horizons, like 3 years, 5 years, even 15 years. That whenever, if you decide to unlock them, to withdraw them, you have a high penalty fee that you have to pay, right? So it pretty much 5 years, even 15 years. That whenever, if you decide to unlock them, to withdraw them, you have a high penalty fee that you have to pay.
No.
Really, nigga?
Basically, you're completely wrong.
So they force you to
You
lock
can unstake. If you unstake early, you get a penalty.
that whenever, if you decide to unlock
He said
them,
whenever you decide.
to
Maybe that's just him misspeaking, but
draw them, you have a high penalty fee that you have to pay, right? So it pretty much disincentivizes people to spend in the short term, which is what Richard Hartz say. Oh, you have to make sure you're thinking long term. That's how good money works. You have to stay in for a long time. So, well, that's a good theory to have. Only if the
Right.
project will exist in 10 years or even in 5 years, because
well, it's been 3, nigga. What? Going on 3. It'll be 3 this December. Like, how long? You can see from his body language how he sit up and did that. Like, he knows that Hex has been out. It's like, well, how long is it gonna last? That's all he can say.
Right now is that people
we'll see.
invest and then they're thinking of this staking because it says if you're staking, there's high rewards. They stay in. And they see that, oh, we have a penalty to withdraw, so we're not going to withdraw. But if there is no utility, remember, Hex is not talking about any utility in the world other than give me your Ethereum, I'll give you Hex, and then you can just lock it.
90% of the unstaked tokens are owned by what addresses? That's irrelevant. I mean, I can see how it's relevant, but we're not talking about that. We're just talking about the facts on chain. Who and all that, you can do that with more token, okay? Who has supply, all that stuff, we gonna know that. Well, I'm gonna know that. But yeah, with Hex, that's irrelevant. We're not talking about that. Where's this dude at? There you go.
Lock it up and watch the numbers on the screen. Okay? Anyway, moving on. This is
let's see some
inflation.
more misinformation that I can prove wrong by looking at the blockchain.
So miners
some more of that.
destroy the environment with hardware from mining equipment. Companies from mining equipment.
I mean, that is a fact, man. That's a proven fact.
Companies.
Now, do I care that much? Not really. Not now, I don't. But it is true.
Miners have to sell the freshly minted BTC to pay for electricity. It's
Right.
proof of waste. You have to waste energy to let computers do useless calculations. Wow, Hex, instead of
I want to see if he's gonna respond. If he's gonna say if that's true or false, though, because you're reading it like it's false.
sending your money to Megacorp, you buy mining equipment which shows up to late, used or never at all. You can skip the depreciating asset and electricity bills and just take your coins. Hex does not secure a network. It utilizes another network called Ethereum by paying Ethereum miners transaction fees. This is stupid, guys. It's so dumb, okay, to say the least. So
How is it dumb?
comparing a project that Bitcoin, you say it's not better, but Bitcoin is its own network. It's a blockchain. Where you're being proud of saying, Hex, we don't have to worry about mining because we utilize Ethereum. Basically,
Yeah, so I could see how you can make that argument unintelligently, because you would think that Bitcoin is more secure than Ethereum, but it might not be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, it's on its own network. Yeah, but is its own network secure? You know? So it's like Ethereum hasn't had any issues. Bitcoin's had issues in the past. So which one do you want to be on? It's like, damn. Like, I'm not trying to FUD Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is the safer play, like financially. But if you're talking about secure,
your
maybe it's best that it's on Ethereum and just let Ethereum do all the work.
existence is in the
And we just worry about the tokens.
hands of Ethereum. You're not even in control of your own destiny, basically. If Ethereum fails today, then Hex fails. So how the hell could you even think that it's comparable? Anybody who thinks that Hex is better than Bitcoin is a lunatic. You know, Richard Hart himself.
Better can be, you know, like how is it not better though? Because Bitcoin doesn't really do, like, how is Bitcoin better? Let's say that. Why don't you give some reasons why Bitcoin is better? I don't think you have many reasons besides early is the first one. It's network effect. I guess you'll say security. And then that it pretty much falls off after that. You're going to try and say storage of value, but, you know, more tokens doing that. So it's like, come on now. Anybody can do that. You can store value in anything. Everything goes up. So it's like not really many reasons what you could argue. But Hex does a lot of things I wish Bitcoin did, like stake. I wish Bitcoin staked. I would have a ton more Bitcoin if it staked on its own chain and not like through Coinbase or something.
Knows that this is not true, but he's a scammer.
That's how it's already better. Just because of like anybody can be better than Bitcoin. That's why I'm making more, because anybody can do that.
You know, he can say whatever he wants. He knows that there will be some.
But it doesn't do anything. Send, receive, and people think it's worth a lot. You know, that's all it really does.
Crazy out there who's going to believe him. That's why they would use language like,
it's unfortunate.
Instead of sending your money to a mega corp to buy mining, and they're like, okay, they know they're speaking to some conspiracy theorist type of guys. Maybe.
No, I mean, it's like you have to buy those things from a Chinese huge corporation. I think. I'm not a Bitcoin miner, but I think that's how it is, unless that's changed. You have to go
and
to them. You can't just mine it with like, you don't have multiple choices on who to get your miner from. And then by the time you get that shit, it's probably not even as useful to mine with anymore. So it's like not even worth the effort of you trying to mine.
Distribution, you know. I'm not even gonna go through every single point of this. I'm just going to focus on the ones that I found interesting. Network protection. Total hash rate in value invested in the protocol. It protects against 51% attacks. This is on Bitcoin.
Yes.
Wow, Hex has no need for protection against 51% attack because Ethereum already does that for Hex. I'm like, yo, so maybe you need a protection from Ethereum then. Who is gonna protect?
See, people, that's what I'm saying. I figured that's what he was saying is Ethereum isn't as secure, but Ethereum hasn't had any problems. The only problem that they would try to say was a problem was the DAO hack, and that wasn't even Ethereum's fault. That was the smart contract developers' fault. Who Ethereum, I guess they say they bailed them out, but that's the only thing. But that's not even an Ethereum problem.
From Ethereum, if Ethereum does, let's say Ethereum,
they just chose to do it because it was so early, you know.
Goes down or gets hacked. Complexity. They say, oh, mining.
I was there when that happened. I remember waking up that night looking at the chart.
Setting up a mining for Bitcoin is pretty much complex. You're better off you can just take your Hex and not worry about the mining at all. Again, a stupid comparison. Profitability. Okay, they talk about profits are razor thin in Bitcoin because of the increasing difficulty ensures that all the miners on Earth have to split a block reward, whereas Hex stakes average 38% APY because you're taking the coins out of circulation and locking them up. So you're only creating a demand market. Bitcoin is volatile, we all know, goes up and down a lot simply because of it's an open market. Nobody's forcing everybody to lock their coins up. Of course, you like to hodl, but the business model of Bitcoin, at least it's not about, okay, buy and just don't sell, lock them up for 15 years, lock your Bitcoin up for 15 years, or if you withdraw them.
I wish I would have. You see what I'm saying? Don't you wish? Well, you probably ain't been in crypto that long, but somebody that's been around, I wish I could have locked. You know, I would have done it. I would have trusted it. I would have, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I would have had somebody, you should not lock your Bitcoin. It's like they're doing the same thing that you would have hated if someone did that to you on Bitcoin. Like I'm so glad I didn't come across somebody telling me why Bitcoin is a scam, and I'm like, oh man. And I never pay attention. Like, you got to make sure you could be taking a blessing from somebody by doing a video like this. You know what I'm saying? So unless you've done all your research, which he clearly hasn't, maybe don't make something is a scam video, because it might not be a scam and it might be something huge. You never know, man. That's why I don't do videos like that. I did one video like that one time. I was right, but I ain't never doing that again. I might, but if I ever see something that's for sure a scam, I'll do it. But I don't like.
Stupid, man. It's lies. What I don't like, it's just lying to people.
It ain't no lie on the site, bro.
15 years old, at least. It's only creating a.
Where's the lie? Hex states average 38% APY. You don't need to buy any special hardware. That's true. You don't have to buy any special hardware. And let's see, APY. I know it's on here. 38, actually 39 yesterday. 39.7% APY yesterday. This is hexdailystats.com, by the way, bro. So be sure to come check it out.
Market.
In Hex, there are no middlemen. You can easily manage stakes yourself. There is no risk of some company going bankrupt. You know, this right here, you could say that there's, you know, you kind of got a middleman, which is Richard Hart. But if you want to call that a middleman, you kind of, unfortunately, as much as he says, you know, don't depend on him and stuff, people are going to do that. So, but yeah, that's fairly true.
Bitcoin is volatile. We all know. Goes up, okay? It is stupid, man. It's lies. What I don't like, it's just lying to people like that. It's really unfair, because people invest in this kind of projects with their real life money. They're watching someone that they look up to, they think he's rich, and then, you know, he's coming up with lies like this. And guys, it goes on and on.
Okay? It ain't really any lies on there though. Let's go look. Let's look at it. Hex Bitcoin. Because I haven't looked at it in a while. Okay. No middleman. Okay, generational warfare. New miners have an advantage over old miners because they have more energy efficient. Okay. In Hex, it's reversed. Old stakers have an advantage over new ones because the share price measured in Hex only rises. And that's a fact. I mean, we can see that right here. It's 23,071. And in the beginning, it was 10,000. And it only goes up. You know, so that's a fact. Miners get paid more when other miners turn their machines off, right? Stakers get paid more when other stakers close their stakes. Hex stakers also get a bonus if others close their stakes early or late. I mean, that's a fact because we can see that through, it's right here, payout per T-share, I think. Yeah. This was 2.5. Now that's 6.4. It was a nice day yesterday, actually. You know, and that's based on penalties. So there's probably a lot of penalties yesterday. If we can find it. Penalties, 6 million. Yep. You know, you can see all that stuff. Bitcoin miners consume as much electricity as a medium-sized country. Even though a part of that is renewable energy, a lot isn't. Miners farm the environment to sell down the Bitcoin price. Harm the environment. Second Hex is easy. It doesn't require any know-how, facilities, electricity bills, hardware, paying one or a few companies. Nope. Yep, that's clear. Sell pressurized price to pay facilities. It's true. No one has not a bond scheme. Only you interact with the smart contract. No one owes anybody anything, right? Like, if you just take it for what it is, Let's see what else he got to say about the rest of this stuff.
I think Hex has been attacked on the basis of saying, you don't even have your own blockchain. Now I think they're hosting their own blockchain called PulseChain.
Right.
And a lot of people are excited about this.
Yep.
Because they think it will do as much as Hex. But to be honest with you, Hex has worked.
False. Be like Dwight Schrute. False. Actually, I'm not expecting anything from Pulse. I'm not really expecting this shit to come out till 2025, really. Because that makes the most sense. 2025, when Ethereum is, sending some doing an e-transaction that's like $100. PulseChain launches. Oh, yeah, all your coins are right here. So I don't even think Hex is enough for me.
Because
I would just focus on Hex.
Of marketing, largely. Richard Hart does all these controversial things to simply attract a lot of marketing. He has been to now on different popular YouTube channels in the UK to talk about Hex, dressed up in a funky way, and he says provocative things of all types, right? He can say anything literally to get clout. So he understands the internet culture and the internet community. And I respect, as a hustler, I respect him on that for understanding how things work and how he can use them to his advantage.
Right.
What I feel
so, you said all that like you like the guy. You said all that like you like him, you respect him, you admire what he does. But this shit is a scam. I don't know. I forgot. Let's see what he said about all that.
And the internet culture and the internet community. And I respect, as a hustler, I respect him on that for understanding how things work and how he can use them to his advantage.
Yeah, I know how things work and how to use stuff to his advantage. That's all he wants to do. Use it to his advantage. And that's using it to, a lot of people think using it to his advantage means, stealing from everybody and taking your own money and being by yourself. But I don't sense that. I actually sense a community type culture around him. Like, I think he enjoys that. So he's not going to want to give people a bad deal. Like, he doesn't want to hurt his followers. It doesn't make sense. What I feel
sorry for is people who cannot see that it's only a hustle.
What is the hustle?
And for everyone else, it doesn't give a damn because he's just like, yo.
What's the hustle, man? Let's see. What is the hustle? There is 12 million USDC in liquidity on Hex. 172 million Hex and 1,000 ETH. What's the hustle? There's no hustle. What, he's just taking money out of this? There's money there for everybody. It's $12 million there that anybody can have at any time. But it's there. So it's like, what's the hustle? You mad because he created something and he can pull from it every now and then if he wanted to? I don't really see. That just sounds like a hater. And that's even if he's even doing that. But I don't see what the hustle is.
He's taking the Ethereum, the real money.
The hustle, the hustle I see is I'm giving all my followers money. I'm gonna get all of my followers paid, and they'll love me. That's the hustle I see. I've seen that shit from jump.
He's giving you guys the Hex and convincing you that you gotta lock them up for 15 years and you're gonna be rich. Now, lastly, it needs to be known. I'm not saying that you're not gonna make money on Hex. You can make money even on the worst project, in a scam, in a pyramid scheme like Hex. You can. However, you have to be in it at the right time, especially at the beginning. And it's always very hard.
The only people that's down now are 45 down and people under here or above here. Possibly. Some people might have sold and got out, but at this point right here, and that's not even all the chart, man. It's all this back here. So you could have waited to all the way up to here. A whole damn near 2 years. Almost 2 years you could have waited.
To find the pyramid scheme at the beginning. Usually most people by
2 years to 3, and it ain't even been 3 yet. Yeah, it's almost 2 years.
By the time you hear of a pyramid scheme that pays and does well, it's usually too late, right? So you have to be careful. You might just join at a time where it's about to fall out.
Yeah, you should.
Collapse.
I mean,
and if I'm not new
he's a
to
verified
exposing
channel.
scam projects, I've done it many times. I've been sued
It's
before
old, though.
for doing this on my channel. If you don't know, you can look up my videos before.
oh, this is old.
So I'm just saying you can make money, but the thing is, it's not as I wouldn't feel as safe as someone who is hoarding Bitcoin. The odds of someone who is hoarding Bitcoin.
So yeah, let's see how much. I mean, it's down, probably down from this video. March, 11 cents. I mean, yeah. Everybody's gonna, you pick a side, you're gonna be right.
For that project to exist in the next 3 years, 5, 10 years, is higher than for Hex to exist.
He's doing a lot of people a misservice. You know what I'm saying?
Or it can still exist, but the value could just get.
Some people, the people that saw this and didn't buy, it was like, okay, and dodged it. They dodged a bullet for a second, but they're not gonna keep on paying attention to it. They'll never see it again. You know? So
let me know what you think, but that is my take.
All right, just let you know what I think, bro. I think you just hella misinformed. And I mean, I'm not even surprised. Like, I would see why somebody would think it's a scam, and it might be. I'm gonna always say it might be, but I don't think so, man. I think it might not go up, but I don't think it was a scam. It'll have to just like rug straight down to 0 for me to be like, okay, it was a scam. It could fail though, you know? That's how I feel about Hex. It could fail, but I don't think it's anything malicious. All right, let's see what's new. Hex still 4.8. Yeah. What's up, chat? What's up, guys? Take a quick break here. Catch up. Yeah, this one of the most transparent, tokens there is. Hex. I mean, they're all just as transparent. Well, as far as the activity on chain, but what you can see and what's labeled and marked off so you can keep track of what's going on. They put it like this. Luckily, the community knows how to put that stuff together to display it. Like, Doom. Well, you can make charts and stuff to keep up with data. It still looks rare. Looks rare. Actually, getting some share. I should. That's one I need to get. I got some, but I need to get some more of that. Anyway, fitment statistics. That's crypto, man. That's what it's about. It's about anybody can come along and say, all right, I'll show you the data for that. Yo, can you make a site that shows this? All you gotta do is calculations. Well, I don't want to say all it is because I can't do it, but that's what it is. It's calculations and code, Yeah, makes me think about more token. All right. Time is 11:27. Let's get back into it. Let's look at some shitties. Let's look at the shitties. I need to tweet some more. I've been kind of quiet on Twitter, huh? Yeah, most people that's in Hex, I would say there are more people who aren't complaining about Hex than are. Most people had a good experience. Except for this batch right here. These guys probably hate Hex. But it's their own fault, you know, they bought the top, you know? All right, let's get back into it. What's up the most? CNS. Let's see what CNS is doing. I mean, that's a good chunk of buys and sells for something as small as CNS. Well, CNS looks good, man. Cool with me. It's adorable. Just an adorable coin. You know, like they changed CEOs again. I'm like, what's up with that? What are y'all doing with that? That changing CEOs. I mean, it looks like they're trying to really progress that shit, though. So I'm gonna hold on. Posto is bouncing off its low. Yo, I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but I would say a good trade, like, you know, if I was a trader, which I'm not a day trader or, you know, I'm going to trade some this for this. I'm not that type of guy. But, you know, post Doge, you know, not this one, the other one. There could be, I could see that being like a thing where they trade against each other. That's all I was saying, really. You know, kind of like Bitcoin Cash. You know, post Doge. Its liquidity is always like around the same number. Volume's picking up pretty heavy. You know, I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, I can see what's going on here. I'm glad I got some. Thanks. Gala. I'm not watching this. Technically speaking, there's 1.1 billion worth of BTC that can be sold on BTC markets right now. Really? Oh, Gala looks good. Should have got some. I don't be thinking about this stuff, man. I need to, so right now it's Gala and Algo. Those are two big, I would say, you know, ones I've heard of that I don't have. Lido. What up, Trap Coin? But Hex community is not growing. You don't think so? I think it is growing. Let's see. I mean, Richard Hart is the Hex community. You know what I'm saying? So if he's gone, then, you know, let's see. Damn, that shit is verified. I just saw it. Did I just see a verified symbol that side of it? Yeah. I mean, that doesn't mean, let's see. I mean, this, whatever that is. So that, yeah, I guess it don't mean too much. It's good though. This, I mean, that's this month. Oh, that's price. That's holders. I don't know, man. You need to update your worldview. Told me about Gala. See, here's the thing, man. Sometimes stuff sometimes like the stuff that pops up in the chat, and then the way something looks, you know, I don't know. And sometimes I just forget because I don't think about it. There's 500 million in wrap BTC liquidity on Uniswap. What y'all talking about? Yeah, PLSD looks good, but it's like one of those things. Post Doge it's one of those things where even like, yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm just along for the ride. It's gonna have to go up a lot before I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna root for this thing. You know, I'm like getting there, but it's like, you know, I don't know. It's just something. I guess because it was so free, you know, it was free. So it's, yeah. It's a weird one. Like it's a lot of it comes down to like vibes, man. I think Post Office would have been better just naming that shit something kind of, they could have went a different, I mean, I guess the whole Doge, they're trying to take the Doge name, but we'll see, man. I'm just wondering how much higher this can go, right? It's at 36 million market cap. You know, being that everybody got, you know, based on T-shares, it's kind of like, you know, it's a lot of coins out there. So I don't know, but they might, maybe they'll do that thing where they don't harm it. You know, they just let it go. We'll see. But it becomes a point where, I mean, if you got that many, well, the whales didn't get that many. I don't know. That's why I just say, fuck, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not gonna do an airdrop to hex stakers. Aww. Breaking news. Cause I want to know everybody, you know? I want to know every holder. Very exclusive founding community. PulseChain has a great community. I don't really see that. I just see like yelling at people and talking down on everything. It's like, it's kind of like X. You know what I'm saying? I kind of see what it is. I kind of see what it's like to be an outsider in Hex now. Like, I'm gonna try to catch them all. This ain't Pokemon. Nah, I do. You know, I pan for gold, like Matic, Phantom. Even though I lost them, it still happened. You know, that's panning for gold right there. So you can't do that. Hunker down on one. You know, that's how you make the bull market fun and less stressful. Have all the coins already. Pyro, I seen you say that a few minutes ago. I forgot. Pyro, let's see. Let's not ignore it. 200K liquidity. That's the fuck. I see how late I am. What's this? 21st. This shit's up a lot, man. What do you want, man? What do you want me to do, man? Oh, 1 million. $700K. What? Kid Code Part 2. Damn, I forgot all about this shit. All right. I mean,
people to buy dips that they didn't understand.
Luna crash.
Be good.
All right. I want to talk about Celsius and then yields now for both Celsius and yourself. So, a little bit of background. Celsius Network is or was a major lender, asset manager of cryptos.
I guess this part right here.
Bank, if you want to call it. You could deposit your cryptos, whatever they might be, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on and so forth with Celsius, and they pay you a yield. Now, it turns out they were lending those cryptos to other institutions. Those institutions were paying them a yield for their lending, and then in turn, Celsius would pay you.
Which parts? Yeah, 11 days old. If I can remember, I'll throw something at it, but all right, it's lending the sacrifice funds. How you know? Like, you just speculating. No, I'll show them right here. Hexon, Coinbase, Bitcoin mining profits. Let's do this. Let's Ponzi scheme.
Not a question, this is a comment, a positive comment. It says, David, it would be great if you could have Richard on as a regular monthly guest to give commentary on the overall crypto market. He's easily in the top 1% of the smartest people in crypto. So well done there, Richard.
I think I'm higher up, but I mean, it sounds okay.
All right. Well,
I mean, it's admiring. It's admirable to hear him say that. Like, like, I wouldn't feel like that, but he feels like he knows. We talking to all these people, it's kind of like hard to balance relationships. So I can see how he's uncomfortable, but it doesn't make me uncomfortable.
Take the 1%. Just take the 1%. This is a negative comment. So I got to be fair. I got to read you the negative comments as well. Ask him, how does it feel having a successful Ponzi scheme?
Okay, this guy's getting into and that's what I kind of want, you know, because I want him to prove that it's not that. So it's like he's not. I don't know if he's like dodging those questions, but I think people aren't asking them as bravely. They're not being brave about it. Like people want to say that shit to him, but they not. So he's brave to even bring that shit up.
You've been called a Ponzi before. Please address
Love
this
it.
one more time. Yeah.
A Ponzi scheme is run by a central counterparty that scams you and defrauds you and lies to you.
Okay.
You give him your money. He says he's...
So we got to see if his... First off, we got to define if his definition of a Ponzi is true. You know? It's a really fair interview for RH. I got tripped because somewhere told him he could get stuck. I don't believe that shit, man.
He's going to give you back more. But then one day, he doesn't. And you lose your money.
Unless he's really is like playing a role, like being like this guy, and nobody's been able to make him look stupid, you know?
In Hex, there is no middleman.
So what does that make him? Still smart. Because nobody could even call him out on the shit, you know?
There is no
even if he is trolling.
Party. There's just you. You mint your own rewards. And the market decides the price, and there's no middlemen. Sometimes the price goes up, sometimes the price goes down. So far, it went up 1,000,000% in 2 years. 2.5? 2 years. Under 2 years. So, it can't be a Ponzi. Literally.
Okay, so when I watch Richard Hart, I'm not really looking for him to tell me that Hex is going to go up, but you can kind of hear his confidence that it's probably going to keep going up because he wouldn't put times on it. He said 2 years. He can't keep on saying 2 years after it's been fucking 5 years, you know? So it's like he's bullish on Hex. That's what I'd be looking for. Like if you're saying it went up 1,000,000% in 2 years, okay, we're going on year 3. Is he going to be saying that? He might say it through year 3, but at what point does that shit not work anymore? It's like, you know what I'm saying? You can't keep on saying like short time frames.
Ponzi, because you're the only person in the world that owes yourself anything. You owe yourself your yield. You mint your own yield. No one else gives it to you. You give it to yourself, just like drawing a pony picture, just like being a Bitcoin miner. Except being a Bitcoin miner,
man, that's true.
You gotta phthalate electricity companies and phthalate mining hardware manufacturers. In Hex, you don't need to do either of those things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I want to make jokes, but they're too spicy. I was going to say you could just have to phthalate yourself, but you have to remove a rib. So the issue is...
You could have said that shit.
The 3 claims that people make are Ponzi, pyramid, and bubble. Okay, let's talk about these. Yeah. Ponzi has a middleman. Hex has no middleman. Cannot be a Ponzi, period. Pyramid, multi-level marketing. Do you get paid bringing someone else in the system a commission? No, you do not. A pyramid has the maximum number of middlemen between product and service and user. And so it's extremely inefficient. What are the middlemen in Hex? There's no middlemen. There's you minting your own yield, and then there's the market deciding a price. It's the absolute most efficient minimum middlemen possible. Not an MLM, not a pyramid, not a Ponzi. Can it be a bubble? Yes, it can. It just dropped 95%. But guess what, homie? When you go up 10,000x, that 95% just cancels out of 20x. So you're massively up from earlier. And you know what else is done?
Right. Like people don't understand that shit. I think that's what a lot of it is. People don't understand percentages, yo. I think that's what the biggest problem is people don't understand, like, people be thinking like, man, if Bitcoin go to 100K, man, I'm like, yo, it's like only a double from near the top, right? Like you only gonna you ain't gonna be rich. Like they think that it's like a big jump, but it's not really that far, and they can't tell that. They failed the Afghan 3rd grade, so
Ethereum did a 95% dip. Then it went from 88 to 5,000.
It's because the people that just bought and that are down, they're the loudest.
After a 95% dip. Bitcoin dropped 85 all the time. I got into Bitcoin at 30. It dropped down to 2. That's a 93.5% drop. Then it went up to 13 and down to 266. Then it went up to 20K and down to 3K. Then it went up to 14 and down to 3,800. Then it went to 69K down to 17,600. Volatility is the price you pay for the world's best performing asset.
I knew he was going to say that shit. I should have paused and said it.
Bitcoin dropped 75. Ethereum dropped 85. Hex dropped 95. Which one do you think is going to get up the hardest?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's saying anything not true there. I mean, of course, he's gonna
a lot of people want to know
sway the argument towards his team. You know, of course.
About PulseChain.
But
what
he's
is
not.
PulseChain? When is the launch?
Sure.
A lot of people are asking that.
Yeah.
Well, PulseChain is the world's largest free airdrop. We're going to reduce Ethereum's fees by basically doubling their capacity or more. We fork the Ethereum system state so that all of your coins get copied on the new chain for free. You can go play with those coins now if you want. Go to pulsechain.com. Go use the test.
And would he still be running around doing all these things? Like, who the fuck running around scamming, getting on like big channels? Like, come on, man. Use your fucking brain a little bit. That'd be wild. That would make this thing crazy if that happened. This dude been running around.
That you can go trade
Never
those
seen that happen
coins for
before.
fun right now on the testnet, and we're just waiting for the devs to, improve a few things, higher throughput, more security, and then we can go to mainnet. It's just software's hard, right? If you want truly secure software with perfect flawless operation, it takes a while to get it right, and Hex took a long time to get right. And that's the reason PulseChain, we've been at it for over a year now.
When?
Probably longer. We've probably been at it for about a year and a half.
But he didn't answer the question though.
And we're close, man. We're so close.
Okay.
If my devs were dumber, we would have already launched. But because my devs are so good, it takes longer because they catch all the things. They're like, hey, this, that. You're like, so it would be miraculous because...
See, this is where it's like we don't know. We gotta see if he's just being honest or if he's just fibbing. But would you be out? Would you even be? Yeah, you look bored. Would you even be out in public if you weren't confident?
It can reduce the gas fees, which are too high. It can give us higher throughput. It can save the environment.
Yeah.
And it's got better tokenomics. It burns the coins. So 25% of the fees are just burned. And top of VIP 1559 as well, which also does burning.
What up, Maddie?
I'd have to estimate how much extra burning that'll do. And so we've got PulseX, which is our fork of Uniswap, which does fee burning, no inflation, only deflation. We've got PulseChain, which has deflation only and fee burning in protocol. It's really awesome. Like, we're going to soon have vertical integration. We're going to have PulseChain Consensus Network, PulseX trading, Hex value storage. We've got a wallet being built now as a MetaMask replacement. That's nearly complete vertical integration. The only thing that's missing is fiat on-ramps and off-ramps. That's it. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Okay, we got time for a few more, and then I'll let you go. I've kept you long enough. Thank you for your time, by the way.
Man, this should have been part one.
Thank you.
This should have been part one. Like, I mean... Yeah, I guess he's got the upper on this one.
So
the whole conversation should be this. It shouldn't be well, I told everybody I was right. I mean, I don't know.
You tweeted to me.
It's like, I'm sure that stuff this is thought through. Like, it's obviously a speech he's giving. So he planned that shit out. So it's like, why did they do this part? Is him talking about being right? Is that really that important? I guess.
$1 million worth of watches, 3.5 million worth of cars. I'm just curious. I'm a big watch fan myself. Which watches do you own? Well, you own a lot of them, but what do you? You talked about the.
Let's go back. Did he really wants to know about the watches, or he's just...
Time for a few more, and then I'll let you go. I've kept you long enough. Thank you for your time, by the way, Richard. You're very generous with your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So we've talked about PulseChain. You tweeted to me, DM'd, you said you bought $10 million worth of watches, 3.5 million worth of cars. I'm just curious. I'm a big watch fan myself. What
DM me, told me you got 10 million in car watches, 3 million in cars.
Well, you own a lot of them, but what do you talked about?
I'm trying to think, like, the flexing, I had this feeling, man, that he's just playing like a character, because he would have been done all this. Like, I don't think he gonna go backwards. Man's wearing suits. Like, where's that interview with him at the Bitcoin thing? I'm gonna show y'all how Richard Hart used to dress. Let's do YouTube. Bitcoin Hex. Let's find that interview. Damn, how could I find it? Was it a Bitcoin conference? I spelled coin wrong. Man, that's not it. This one. This how Richard Hart always would dress when he come on stream.
It's nice to have a microphone a year. It's a small percentage of your expenditures per year.
He was already wearing Louis belt.
Bitcoin, which there's 18 million.
So he was already into the stuff, you know what I'm saying? I think he's just putting on a show. I don't think he's flexing on you. I think he's doing something. It's a strategy.
How many of you guys used Bitcoin today? This guy almost raised his hand. That guy raised his hand. I'd say there's maybe 100 people here. So that's 0.5% maybe used Bitcoin, right? Why? Because it's not that useful, right? If you want to buy something with Bitcoin, they can't rebill you, right? You can only pay them once. You can only push the payment. So that breaks.
Are those Louis shoes?
Subscription model. Can't do it. Then that guy, if he wants to rebuy his Bitcoin, he has to pay, if he's on Coinbase, 0.5% fee to get in. Or he goes to an ATM and he pays a 10% fee to get in to replace his coins. Now, when he sends his coins to that company, that he paid 1% to 10%.
And what I think, I mean, if I was him and he's doing what I think he's doing, which is intentionally dressing crazy, when he turned this swag back on, no comment. I think he's gonna flip that shit.
Yet, he can't charge them back if they screw him. And he doesn't get any reward points, and he can't do rebilling, which is the reason we don't have adoption for this stuff. Now, I tell you the truth about Bitcoin, which most people want to hear, do not want to hear, because all of you guys either own crypto or want to. That's why you're here, right? You have to understand that even though it can't cure cancer, it's still the highest, fastest appreciating asset that's ever existed, and that should be enough for you. It doesn't need to cure cancer. It doesn't need to actually do.
Would you Hexheads think this guy grew up around black people? I wouldn't think that, no, but he does give off a southern, you know, I wouldn't say hillbilly, but like country boy swag with the beard. So I don't find it hard to believe. Yeah.
Payments well.
He could have been, you know, the white boy at school. Yeah, like one of them country boys. Sound like one too.
We're lucky that it does store of value well enough. Now, how much is store of value worth? Gold's worth $9 trillion. $9 trillion. A couple months ago, earlier this year, it was worth $7 trillion. It's up 30% this year. That's a lot of money. Do you think if you bought gold, you're going to get a 10x? Do you think it's going to go up to 90 trillion anytime soon? No, it's unlikely. Why? Because the larger economic mass that exists, the harder it is to move it, the harder it is to get really insane returns. Now, I got into Bitcoin and mined full blocks myself without pool.
It all goes back to liquidity.
right? Because back then there were so few people involved that you could just turn your GPU on and mine as many coins as you wanted. That epic died very shortly after.
Last breath and shit.
Very hard to make coins. It got so hard to make coins you can't make them with
Yeah,
GPUs
Florida
anymore,
talk.
which is a problem, right? If the only thing that Bitcoin does well is censorship resistance and appreciate, because most of it's for speculation, that means that
What's up, Final
having
Fury?
centralized miners control who can join the network is terrible. There's only 4 companies in the world that you could probably buy a miner from and attempt to be cash
This dude
positive.
listening hard as hell.
And they're all, Bobby Lee says, China's not where they're at. China is where all they're at. China's where all the mining's at. China's where all the manufacturers at. China's where all the cheap labor's at. China's where all the cheap electricity is, which is why all the mining's in China, on top of the fact that they have currency controls there, which make it so that you can't send money out of the country. You have a cap on how much you can send, unless you can get into crypto and get around
You find
it.
you worship
So
him?
it's the perfect storm.
No, I just break him down because I'm in his
All of
coin.
crypto being successful in China,
And that's what he
more so than
wants.
anywhere else, because of capital controls, because of cheap labor, because of electronics
I
manufacturing.
can tell. That's why he does it. That's why he dresses the way he dresses. That's why he's trying to get media. So, got a new crystal for my Richard Hart altar. And plus, that's what my community likes. You know?
Because they love gambling over there.
If y'all start
Because
saying, fuck that shit, I don't want to talk about it. If y'all say that shit enough.
Of cryptocurrency valuation, the
But
Chinese
my
run it.
people in here, we talking
There
about that
was a
shit.
token called Plus Token.
It's
China
speculation in our
owns
community.
1% of all Bitcoin.
It's deep. It goes
Straight
deep, bro.
Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme is where they promise you that they're going to return you a lot of money, but they don't actually do it. They run out of money. They pay you. They get new money from these guys.
I ain't
give it to
talking
the
about
old
Arthur yet.
guys, but eventually they can't do that anymore, and then they just exit scam with whatever money they had. These guys exit scammed with $1 billion. They have 200,000 Bitcoin. They've got, I think, 600,000 Ethereum. They also got a lot of US and other stuff. Now, those founders got arrested and extradited to China. I think the main guy is still free. And it sucks for me because I want to know where their coins are so that I can stop them from claiming these.
Yeah, anyway.
Because I don't want to give them.
That's what he used to dress like. That's a good damn. That's deep that he's talking about the same stuff though. He's talking about the same things. It's about the liquidity. Because that's all that really matters. People making money. Well, that's all people really care about. Much as we try to act like, you know, it's not. P. I don't know about these guys now, man. My opinion's kind of changed on them. I'm like, man, y'all just did that? That shit got to like 40,000 liquidity. And it just went down. Like, what? Whoa. What? Hedron. Alright, I'm about to go play some Warzone, I guess. Hedron, let me see what Boo looking like. Okay, Boo's down. Boo was looking like that. Yeah. Okay. I like the APY on Boo and how you can stake it for other stuff. You can stake the Boo, get X Boo, and then stake the X Boo and get other coins. I think that's dope. And Halloween will be coming soon. That's about it. P.S. Where's the 1.5 billion raised for so-called Pulse and PulseX? Let's find it. It's right here. Let's go to Pulse. Let's see. And didn't this one send to some other address? Must be this one. Yeah, this the one. Well, you ain't count the hex. Die. That's 278 million right there. And what's the other address? That's PulseX. Zero updates on GitHub. I got the GitHub too. Well, I mean, they're on vacation. He said they're on vacation, man. Like, so it is around that time. But let's go look at the GitHub. No, man, I want to look up this stuff. GitHub. I got that link somewhere. Here it is. I mean, maybe this shit fucking finish. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe it was a scam, bro. And he's just still running around talking about it, which doesn't make any fucking sense. You see what I'm saying? It's over. What you still doing parading around about it? You get what I'm saying? All right, I'm out. Talk to y'all tomorrow.